This review has been brought to you in part by Main Irish Airsoft. Hey, welcome back to Oddie's Airsoft. Today we have a nice gun review. When I say review, this is more of a spotlight. Reason being because I actually haven't used this in field. I haven't had a major plink with it. I have put a few mags through it just to have a test of it, to see what I think. But I actually haven't taken it out to play it on a long-term basis. So what you're looking at is an overview of a gun. Now, technically, I shouldn't really be reviewing this or spotlighting this because one of the main contributors to the channel, Mark, who's not here, actually bought this gun about 8 or 9 months ago and it's part of his collection. So technically he should be the guy reviewing it, but as I said, he's not here, so it's left up to me to do it. So what is this particular gun? This is the 416C. The C stands for compact, and it's a kind of CQB PDW-esque style gun. And it's designed for short range conflict. You know, if you're battling indoors, then this is going to be an out and out beast for you. Stunning. HK guns are lovely. You either love them or you hate them, but they are slightly different from the usual standard M4 platforms. And I have to be honest with you, I am coming round very much into the HK 416 or the 417 platform. I do enjoy them. Now this is the 416. What makes it different to, say, the 417 is, apart from the fact it's a compact gun, the 417 is designed as a 7.62 platform, whereas this one is designed for 5.56 rounds. So let's get into what this is about. This is made by VFC. VFC do not make bad guns. I mean, out of the box, they are up there with some of the best. And you can feel the minute you hold this, this is a solid quality piece of engineering. A full metal gun, and VFC were very clever. And what they did was they went away and they got all the licensing for the HK trade. So every trade on here is fully licensed, and that means that they have blitzed it with all the trades they can. Makes it really nice if you're a trade whore. Starting from the top of the gun, we've got a fairly short 285mm barrel. As I said, this is a close battling gun, so you know you don't want a long barrel on this. This is going to be great for popping around the corners. Running down through the actual gun itself, you've got a nice little flip up sight here at the front. But to be honest with you, if I was going to have this gun, I'd have some sort of quick acquisition optics here, so I wouldn't be using the pop-up sights on this at all. Has a nice RIS rail that is also numbered, which is a nice little touch. And it comes with a PEC box, and the reason for the PEC box is it's front wired up here to take the battery, which is a 7.4 mini LiPo that goes into the actual PEC box. Now the PEC box comes with the gun. You could also go out and buy yourself a more Gucci looking PEC box to fit onto it. That's probably what I would do. The PEC box and then the optics here do kind of give it that real hardcore look. So I mean, I up till now I was never a big fan of PEC boxes, but after Battle Los Angeles, I kind of got into them, and I quite like them. So running down, has the standard magazine, which takes 300 BBs, has a full working bolt catch, and that gives you access then to the hop unit. The hop unit is similar to the Mad Bull design for the M4 hop unit. It's a wheel design, and it's very sturdy. The great thing about it is once it's set, it doesn't miss a beat. Then you know it stays where it is, even though it's rattling out BBs. This is pushing out, I think, when we chronoed it, around the 14 to 15 BBs per second mark, which is okay. I would have preferred to see it more up sort of the 20, 21 BBs per second, which would give it a much more CQB fast, a much faster rate of fire. I would have preferred it myself, but you know, you can change the internals very easily on this if you want to do so. So coming down to the stock is very unique, very unusual. It's 2 bars within the actual pad here. A little button allows you to push it right in. So if you need to get up close and personal and going around corners, it's going to allow you to do so. And then to come right out, it lets you shoulder it quite nicely, and it feels very, very comfortable. Now, the great thing about it is these are the proper HK stocks and the proper HK pistol grips. They're not just some sort of generic one stuck on to make it kind of look half okay. They are actually the right ones, and that makes it for a much more hardcore looking gun. The actual selector switch is only on one side, so it's not ambidextrous, but it's a very nice, crisp, positive and well engaging switch. The range of this gun out of the box is around 40 meters, which it'll hit a man-sized target at 40 meters, which is about standard. Nothing exceptional, nothing outstanding, but it's not bad. There's a 1000 RPM motor inside on the pistol grip, which again doesn't overtax the gears inside. And the gears are the typical VFC self-shimming gears. Now, they are very, very noisy, and I know Chris has one of these, and he's pimped internally the gun, so his now is an absolute beast, and we're going to get him to step in a second and tell us exactly what he did to it and what you can do. Let's face it, most people who are really, really into their airsoft are going to want a decent gun. So that's straight up, they're going to go for something similar to this. They're going to go a little bit more upmarket. The next thing is they're going to want to do is they're going to want to change internally, maybe put in a precision barrel, maybe change the hop unit slightly, or put in a stronger or looser rubber according to whatever way they want it to fire. And then they're going to tinker with the gears, get the timing a little bit better so that they can get a better range of, better rate of fire, you know, and maybe a slightly longer range on the gun. So let's get Chris in and let's see what he has done to change the insides of his 416. Right, as promised, I've got Chris here now with me, and Chris is going to run through, we've talked about the internals a little bit, but Chris is able to mod these out quite handily inside. Tell us, what did you do to your one? Starting from, say, the gearbox.
Internally, I changed everything in it. There's nothing wrong with the internals that's in them, I just like to change them. I went for King Arms gears, systemic piston head.
So you got rid of the self-shimming gears?
Yeah, I removed the self-shimming. I just think they're too noisy. Just don't like them. So I took them all over.
So did you change the gearbox itself?
No, kept the original shell. Got rid of the bushings, put in 8mm bearings, King Arms gears. They're a little bit quieter than the standard ones. Changed motor, cylinder, piston, piston head, everything.
So you cleaned it out, really?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
And then you put in a precision barrel?
No, TK twist barrel.
TK twist, why that?
I just like them.
And what do they do?
A little bit better range on them and a little bit better accuracy as well. So I think they are.
Right. And what's the principle behind the twist on them? Is it meant to spin the BB a certain way, or?
No, it's a cyclone of air that doesn't actually spin the BB.
Right.
It cyclones the air behind the BB and around the BB to keep it travelling a little
more
bit
stable.
Yeah.
Right. And you actually think it does work?
It does actually work, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You still need a bit of hop-up adjustment. Some people think that you don't need.
Now, did you take out the hop unit and put in a different one, or?
No, kept the standard hop unit. I done an R-hop modification on my one, and it's increased the range.
So basically then what you had was an increase in BBs coming out per second, I would imagine?
Yeah, but not by much. I stayed standard 16:1 gears. I didn't go mad for the high speed yokes, so
right.
I prefer sort of range over volume.
Yeah, well that makes sense.
Yeah.
So that was with the motor change, yeah? And then and the gearing inside.
Yeah.
So what performance increase did it give you on the actual gun? Because seeing that this is out of the box, is hitting around the 40 meter range.
Yeah. Well, they're perfect out of the box. There's no problems with them at all. It's just I wanted something slightly different.
Yeah.
So changed everything. There's a crisper trigger response from it. It's a little bit quieter as well. And more range as well with the hop up and the barrel.
How much more range?
Easy 15-20 meters,
which is a
standard.
huge amount when you consider it.
Yeah, easy.
Right. Roughly, ballpark figure, to do everything you did on it, what would you be looking at?
On top of the initial gun,
Yeah.
ugh, I don't know, I didn't add it up.
It'd be a lot though, wouldn't it? It'd be a couple of €100.
You're talking another couple of hundred on top of the standard gun if you wanted to do everything that I done with my one.
Yeah. So maybe you could do it over time.
Yeah.
You know, take little, you know, do a bit of a project.
Bit by bit, yeah.
Yeah.
You could do a barrel and sort of change your cylinder kit, piston, cylinder head, piston head, and hop up modification in the barrel. Just start it in the top and then sort of do the gears then and motor, trigger switch and whatever else you want then along the way. You don't have to do it all in one go.
Yeah. As I said, it is fully licensed, fully traded, and all the serial numbers match up, which may be of interest to you or not. But absolutely stunning. I mean, I must admit, out of all the CQB guns on the market, all the sort of PDW style guns, this is one of, up there with certainly one of the best made ones, certainly the most solid feeling, and it oozes quality. It is an expensive buy, but it's, you know, out of the box, before you even start tinkering with it, you're going to have a really decent machine. Take it aside if you know what you're doing and do some upgrades, or you even go as far as getting somebody else to do the upgrades for you if you don't know how to do it. You are going to have a serious combat machine there. This review has been brought to you in part by Main Irish Airsoft.